All right. What up, what up, what up, what up? What's going on? What's popping? Let me make sure this shit is going good. All right, we good. We on. What up, people? What's popping? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So in this video, I'm gonna be talking about three types of women you should not take seriously. Okay, I'm gonna be going into some heavy game. You feel me? But before I get into all that, make sure you guys get How to Have Sex with Two Women a Day, the ebook, hard copy, or audiobook. Go to MrLocario.com to get your copy today. This also comes with two bonus programs, the Confidence Booster and the Conversation Booster. So make sure you guys go to MrLocario.com to get that. You feel what I'm saying? So shout out to all the people in the chat room: Greg, John, Rob, Tim G, T Williams, Resilient SD, Ellie George, Chisley City, Christopher Randolph, Night Zoom Flight, McCann Cornell, RBN Payne, what up? VP Films, what's going on? Tank on Forever, Junior Abad, Joe Blass, what up? Chief Wildfire, Trav, Kindle, man, it's a lot of people in here. All right, so Live Fabulous was good. Mike Clemens, what up? So, I want to talk about the three types of women that you should not take seriously. And so what do I mean by not taking seriously? What I mean is, these are the type of women that you might end up dating, and you see these girls, you like them, you're hanging out with them, you're hooking up with them, you're like, yo, this girl is cool. Let me try to take it a step further. I might think about making her my girlfriend and all this other stuff. Or I might think about actually, taking her seriously. You feel what I'm saying? Hold on, I'm not gonna take no calls yet because I gotta get into this game heavy. I'm gonna get into this game first, and I'm gonna take some calls. So you're thinking this chick could probably be my girlfriend or something or whatever, right? So when I say the girls that you don't take seriously, these are the girls who you realize, look, she's not going to be my girl. I will never make her my wife. The most I will do with her is just have sex. You understand? Like, that's it. Just have sex with her. Keep her in the back burner. She might be even just a chick I call up when I'm bored. You understand? This may be a chick who, I'm just dealing with her because it's convenient at this time, because you're not going to take these girls seriously, because when you see the how they act and how they do shit, you just like, I can't really take you seriously. You feel what I'm saying? So, but we're gonna get into that in a minute. But so this is in no order of importance, and I'm gonna go through these three things so that you guys can know. So when you're dealing with these girls and you notice that you see this stuff happening, you're like, yeah, I'm not really going to take this girl seriously. You understand? So the first type of girl that you don't take seriously, right, is the hopeless romantic. Okay? The hopeless romantic. So what is the hopeless romantic? So this is the type of girl who she's basically the type of chick who's generally looking for a relationship. You start dating this girl, and she's the type of chick who is going to, deal with you. She'll hang out with you. She'll go on a date with you. But she's like, I want to take shit slow. You understand? When it comes to sex, she's not really trying to have sex with you at that moment or anytime soon. Right? Because her whole thing is she's looking for, or her whole goal generally is to be in a serious relationship. Now, this doesn't mean that this girl doesn't have a guy on the side who she's probably getting dick from, because she probably has like a guy who she was dating or something, but then they just turned into just fuck buddies, and she kind of keeps him on the side for whenever she wants to, get her rocks off. But generally, she's looking for the relationship. She's on some romantic stuff. She wants things to happen a certain way and flow in a certain direction. This is the type of girl who wants you to court her. This is the type of girl who sometimes what will happen is you'll notice this, is that you'll be dealing with this girl, and she'll sort of tell you or suggest to you how you should be acting towards her. So for example, these hopeless romantic chicks will do something like this. So say for example, you are on an online dating site and you're talking to a girl or whatever, right? And you say something to her and you say, hey, let's, how about we meet up for drinks on Friday, right? So the hopeless romantic type of chick, she's going to say, is that how you talk to a lady? Shouldn't you shouldn't you be asking me out to dinner or something like that? Like, shouldn't that be what you're doing? She's trying to tell you how you're supposed to be coming at her. You understand? Because what she wants is she wants a specific experience. You see what I'm saying? And so she's expecting you to give her that, and if you're not giving her that, she's going to basically blatantly tell you this is how you should do it. Like, you'll hear that, be like, oh, is this how you talk to women? You shouldn't do this, or you should say this, or you should act this way. She's telling you this because she wants that experience, right? Now, what happens is that the reason why you can't take these girls seriously is because what happens is that these girls, they are going to try to string you along because in their mind, the way that the story is supposed to happen is you guys are supposed to meet up, you're supposed to date, you're supposed to get to know each other, it's supposed to be this sort of slow roll where, you guys sort of like, do things together and spend a lot of time together. She talks to you a lot about certain things. She's expecting you to talk to her about certain things, and so the thing with this girl is you could have sex with her, you could end up having sex with her, but usually it doesn't happen quickly. And sometimes what they'll do is that they'll try to space it out to give the illusion that, well, this isn't just a fuck buddy situation. This isn't just a thing where you're going to have sex with me and go. Right? So what happens is this. Hold on, I'm going to take calls soon. Don't worry. So what happens is this. Right? You'll be with this girl on the first date. Ain't no sex happening. Right? Because she's on some hopeless romantic shit. And, she wants the flow of the things to happen in a certain way. The second date, you most likely probably won't have sex also. Right? The third date you might, but what happens is that, before the third date is usually not going to happen. And usually with these chicks, in most cases, you're not going to be able to, just smash them off the bat because they have that hopeless romantic type of energy. See, a lot of times these are the type of girls you would have to charge to the game quickly if you're trying to smash like that, just, instantly. Now, again, there are times where the girl may change her mind and end up smashing a dude, but generally they're looking for the relationship. They're looking for the long-term thing. They're looking for that experience that will create that romantic type of energy or that situation. So what happens is that she's trying to make that happen with you, which is why she's telling you how she expects the date to go. She's, taking forever to want to get sexual. You understand? Because she wants it to go a certain way. So when you notice that a woman is doing this, right, you don't take her seriously. So for example, I remember there was this one chick I was messing with, right? And we had went out one time. And another thing about the hopeless romantic is that the hopeless romantic chick talks a lot. Okay? She talks a lot. This is the type of chick that want to, text you all day, call you up, have long ass conversations. When you're hanging out with her, she'll be yapping and yapping and yapping. You understand? So I was out with this one chick and we went out and then we went back to her place. So I told her, yo, I got to leave at a certain time. So I said, look, I got to leave at 9:00. So I was at her place. It was around maybe 6:30, 6:45, right? So we went to get a drink. Then we went back to her place. And she's talking and she's saying, oh, telling me about her life and all this other shit. And, she's like, oh, yeah, I really like to get to know somebody, yada, yada, yada. So we talking all this stuff. So it's going on 7:00, 7:30, and now I'm talking to her, and I'm just like chilling because I'm not, this is my first time meeting her. I'm just still trying to fill her out. So usually what I do is when I'm trying to fill a chick out, I'm trying to see where she's going to take it. You understand what I'm saying? I'm trying to see if she's going to be a little bit more assertive in her desire to get sexual. So I'm still flirting a little bit, but I'm not going all the way in. So what happens is, we start kissing and getting all touchy feely, but it's going on like maybe 8:30 at this point, and I got to leave at 9, right? So I'm trying to, still fuck because we got a half an hour left. So this chick says to me, "Oh, I really want to do this, but you have to leave soon, and I don't, I'm not gonna feel right being this close to you, and then you just gotta go." And yeah, I'm like, listen, right? So what happened is that she did this on purpose. She's trying to act like, just out of the blue, I didn't realize it was getting late. No. She knew I was leaving at 9. So what she's trying to do is she's trying to stretch out the situation so that we have to continue on another day. You see what I'm saying? So this is the little trickery that they do, because they don't want it to just be, I come through and I hit it. They want it to extend so that in their minds, right, that it's going to be a longer process that can actually, they try to drag the shit out. You understand? VP Films, she said she wanted you to invest. Exactly, right. You see what I'm saying? So they'll do that shit. Now, the thing is, you don't need to take these chicks seriously, because what happens is that, and this is in the long run, because some guys get caught up in this where they say, well, she seems like the type of girl who actually wants a good guy, so let me be that good guy for her. Or let me, spend a lot of time with her, and let me get to know her, and maybe, if she's cool, we can make, no. So what happens is this. Let's say you do get to, you end up getting with her and ends up being a girlfriend or whatever. Or let's say she doesn't even end up being with you, but she ends up being with another guy. What happens with these women who are these hopeless romantic type of women, right, is that, you said, did you ever smash that chick or get together with her again? Yeah, I got with her again, right? And we did everything else up until smashing. So what happened was, because the first time we were just kissing, and then she was like, "Oh, it's so late." Then the second time I went with her, we was in her bedroom, clothes off, naked. We up there kissing and doing all this other stuff, and she said the same shit again, because I told her I had to leave at a certain time. So I was like, I gotta stop telling these chicks when I gotta leave and just leave, right? But I told her we had to leave at another time. So I told her I had to leave at a certain time. So we get all the way up until the time, and she's like, "Oh, but you have to leave so soon, so I don't want to." So she wanted me to see her again. You see what I mean? So she's trying to extend the thing, because in a woman's mind, she's thinking the more time and the more energy that you extend, right? That means that it's going to be most likely that you're going to wife her up or be into her like that. You see what I'm saying? But what she doesn't know is that, you are just interested in either hooking up with her or whatever it is. You probably done made up your mind about this girl, but she's trying to extend it. But this is what I'm saying about don't take them seriously, because this is what happens to the hopeless romantic woman. And I've seen this a million times, and I've even seen this in relationships that I've had with women that were, sort of boyfriendy long-term relationships, right? Is that if you get with this girl, right? Or let's say she even gets with another guy, and the guy becomes her boyfriend, or you become her boyfriend. What happens is that these women, they get so used to being in that relationship with the guy that they were yearning to get, that they either get bored, right? They start taking their boyfriends for granted, or they end up cheating on their man. Now, it's not all women, but I'm just saying this usually happens. Because they were striving for that romantic type of, serious relationship. Then when they get it, they take it for granted. I see this all the time. So you can't take them seriously. They're just a big ball of fantasy. You see what I'm saying? So what you can do is, if you're in a situation with these girls, right? If you want, you can still smash, but understand that smashing is not going to probably come as soon as possible. It's going to come a little bit later. But that's all you're going to be able to do. You understand? Or that's all you should be doing, I should say. What I'm saying is, don't take them seriously to really deal with them in that manner. And usually what I would say is don't even really deal with these chicks. If you're just trying to smash, these I would say are, the worst chicks to fuck with. Like if you're actually just trying to hit, chicks like this are the worst type of chicks to deal with. You understand what I'm saying? Because they're chasing that fantasy. And so they're going to, involve you in that, and you're going to be, going around and doing a whole bunch of bullshit with this chick, right? Now that's the first chick. The first type of chick to not take seriously is the hopeless romantic, all right? Hold on, I'm going to take calls soon. We got 2 more to go. Now, and the third one is the doozy. The third one, you guys, okay, I'm going to get to the third one in a minute, but we're going to talk about the second one. So the first one is a hopeless romantic. The second chick, right, to not take seriously is the phony feminist. Okay? I call them the phony feminist. So what's the phony feminist? So the phony feminist is the type of chick who is not really necessarily about that feminist life. You understand? Like she's not going to no marches. She's not, like on some, I'm this and this and that. No. The phony feminist is, and what's different from them from the actual women who consider themselves feminists, because you have actual women who consider themselves feminists and sort of live that life and actually like try to, do their feminist thing. Then you have the phony feminists, which are the women who sort of are on the bandwagon. Like they just co-sign the idea of what feminists talk about. You understand? They co-sign the idea of men and women are all equal, or 100% equal, or down with the patriarchy and all that other shit, right? But what the phony feminist does is that she is going to say to you like, hey, don't be so toxic with your masculinity, or you might be having a conversation with her and you might say the word bitch, right? And she'll like get on you, be like, how dare you call women bitches? And that's fucked up, right? But this is why she's phony. Because that same woman who's telling you not to call women bitches is the same woman, when you get her in the bedroom, she wants you to call her a bitch while you're fucking her. You understand what I'm saying? That's the phony feminist. It's the woman who will try to shit on you for being masculine, but she actually wants you to be masculine. You see what I'm saying? She's the one that says, oh, well, women can lead too, but she actually wants you to lead her. That's the phony feminist. You don't take them seriously. I've dated a lot of phony feminists. See, the thing is, look, I don't necessarily like to date feminists, but I'll date a phony feminist. You understand what I'm saying? Because the other feminist is on some other shit, but the phony feminists, what they'll do is they'll latch onto the ideology of what the feminists are saying, but they don't really take it seriously. You understand? They just say, oh, well, I feel this way and I feel that way, and I feel like you shouldn't be this way, and I feel like you should act this way, and I feel like, you should. And it's like they say all of this, but at the same time, they still want you to be that masculine, dominant man that leads them. You understand? So those girls, you can't really take seriously. You can't take them seriously because they're just talking out their ass. They're just saying what sounds good because they like being down with the movement and all that other shit. You understand? That's what they do. You understand? Again, it's the same chick that she's like, why? How are you going to call a woman a bitch? That's disgusting, and you're a misogynistic and all this other stuff, right? What up, Daquan was popping. They're like, you're misogynistic, right? And then you in the bedroom, you be like, bitch, suck my dick. And then she's like, yes, daddy. You feel what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. So you can't take that chick seriously. You can't. All right. So that's number two. So number one is the hopeless romantic. And actually, my dude K Zagan pointed out something in the chat. He said that the hopeless romantic is sort of like a dude sort of following that woman's lead because she's on that romantic shit and you're following her romantic lead. That's a good point. So the hopeless romantic is number one that you don't take seriously. The phony feminist you don't take seriously. That's number two. And Rohan, so I said you're gonna have to watch the playback, but what I was saying was the hopeless romantic you don't take seriously. The phony feminist you don't take seriously. That's number two. Now I'm gonna get into number three. Now number three is something that most guys are not going to recognize. And I didn't even realize this until I was like, oh shit, this is some fucked up shit or whatever, right? But number three is the worst. And number three is the woman that you definitely does not take seriously. And you have to pay attention to this because if you don't understand what's going on, you're going to get tricked, right? Now, and I'm going to explain what number three is. So number three is what I call the one-man woman, okay? Number three is the one-man woman. So what does that mean? Because you might be like, well, why shouldn't I take her serious? That sounds good. Like this woman just wants one man and, you know, she might be a good wifey. No. I'm going to explain to you what the one-man woman is, right? The one-man woman is a woman who it will date you, like she'll date you, but the reason why she's dating you is because she has a complicated relationship with another man. I'm going to say that again. The one-man woman is a woman who will date you, right? This is the third type. This is a woman who will date you, but she has a complicated relationship with another man. So what happens is she's monkey branching from this dude who she has a complicated relationship with to you, right? And the reason why I call her the one-man woman is because she's trying her best to be with one man. And this is what happens. So let's say, for example, you meet a woman, right? She's fucking with some other dude, right? And it may be her boyfriend, it may not be her boyfriend. It may be just some guy she likes or whatever, right? So what happens is there's something funky happening in the relationship. Either the guy's sort of falling off, you know, he's not really talking to her that much anymore, or him and her got into a fight, right? Or whatever it was. So now what she's doing is she's looking for a new guy to get with, a new man, right? But remember, she only wants one dude. She wants to be about one guy. You understand? Shout out to my dude Everett Overton. What's popping, bro? So she only wants to be with one guy, right? So this is what's going to happen. That girl, she's having a complication with the dude she fucking with, right? And then she's going to monkey branch to you. Now this is where you're going to get tricked. This is where you're going to get tricked. This is what you got to look out for. This girl, when she gets with you, she's going to be showing you extreme interest quickly, right? So she's going to be cooperating. It's going to be cooperative energy. It's going to be extreme cooperative energy. But it's going to be fast and intense. You understand? So this means that you meet this girl. Let's say you met her off an online dating site, or you met her at a bar or whatever, and you understand? You chilling with her. Y'all hanging out. Everything's cool. She'll be texting you talking about, hey, I was thinking about you all night. Oh my God, I miss you so much. I can't wait to see you again. And you're like, God damn, like I just met you a week ago. Like, relax. You feel what I'm saying? And you're feeling like the man. You're like, oh shit, this chick is really feeling me, right? But what it is that she's looking for that one guy to be with, right? So she's thinking that the guy she has the complication with, it's probably going to be over with this guy. So she's trying to latch onto you now. So what happens is it's real intense, where she's like, oh my goodness, I really, these type of chicks will even say to you that they feel like they're falling for you. And it's been less than a month. It's been so quick. Oh my God, I just, I just really like you and I keep thinking about you. Right? Exactly, K-Zag, and they're looking for that replacement boyfriend. Right? Now, this is why I'm saying, look, don't get tricked into this. Because this is what also happens. Just as intense as all of that energy is, just as intense of her calling you all the time, she probably send you sexy pictures, talking about, hey, I'm thinking about you. Oh my God, you're so awesome, yada, yada, yada. And your head is just blown up. You're like, oh, this chick is on my dick. You feel what I'm saying? So what happens is all of that shit goes down, and then all of a sudden, you don't hear from her. For some strange reason, like, damn, like, wait a second. It's been like 2 days. I've really heard from this chick. Or what'll happen is that y'all supposed to meet up and hang out, and then all of a sudden she will cancel plans. Just out the blue. Right? 1 minute she's like, oh my God, you're so amazing. Text messages, smiley faces, pictures, sexy pictures. Then out the blue, right? She's canceling shit or she's gone. Now what happened? That guy she had the complication with is back in the picture. Now remember, this girl is a one-man woman. So now that she's probably back fucking with him, this is why all of that intensity and all of her, all that attention she gives you dissipated that quick. Oh, but don't worry. What's going to probably happen is that she may end up coming back just as quick. You feel what I'm saying? If it gets complicated again with this dude. And that complication can happen within a day or two or whatever. You see what I'm saying? So this is what I'm saying, where you guys got to make sure you're looking out for this stuff. Because remember, it's going to be extremely intense at the beginning. She's going to tell, oh my God, I'm falling for you. I think I'm in love with you, all this other stuff. Then all of a sudden, something came up. I can't see you. And you're like, what the fuck? You see what I'm saying? Like, I remember, like, and the thing is, I've had this happen plenty of times. So, for example, I had this girl I was talking to, right? Hold on, I'm gonna get calls in 5 minutes. Don't worry, people. Don't worry. I'm gonna get the calls in 5 minutes, bro. Don't worry. So I had this girl I was talking to, right? She was, she was all, like, we smashed and all that shit, right? And what was funny is I talked to her and I asked her, I said, when we first getting together, I said, yo, what's your situation? And she was like, oh yeah, I'm kind of seeing this other guy, but, it's kind of back and forth, again, complication with the relationship. Right? And this is the funny part. This girl told me, this is what she told me. She told me that she only wants to have sex with me if she's seeing me. Right? Again, the one-man woman. Right? Now, I'm like, me, I'm not really, I don't really care about a chick only fucking me. Actually, I prefer the chicks I fuck with to fuck with other niggas, but that's a whole nother video I could get into later. Right? But you remember, she's the one-man woman. So she's like, yeah, just want to do this with you, and I really like you. And so this girl's calling me, or texting me every day, talking about how much she missed me, and everything is great, and sending me sexy pictures and this and this and that. And then what happened was, the other dude comes back in the picture. And even when the other dude was back in the picture, she was still sort of texting me once in a blue, talking about, oh, I miss you and I wish you were here and all this other stupid shit, right? Now, so she's texting me. And then one day I'm like, I don't get any texts. And mind you, I was supposed to meet her within 2 days of not getting any of those texts, right? So on the day before I'm supposed to meet her, I text her and I say, yo, what's up for tomorrow, right? And she gets back to me maybe like within like 5 or 10 minutes. And usually she get back to me in like a minute or two, but this time it took her 5 or 10 minutes. And she was like, "Oh, I had forgot to tell you because the other day, yesterday, something had happened where my friend needed me to do something, and I was the only day I can do it, and I forgot to tell you that I need to do it on the day we're supposed to meet." Right? So this is what she's telling me. She's telling me that the day we were supposed to meet, she has to do something else, and she forgot to let me know beforehand. Now let me ask you guys a question. If you have a girl who's texting you every day, talking about how much she misses you, how much she's thinking about you, right? And you're supposed to see her a certain day, do you think she's going to forget to let you know that she's supposed to tell you that she can't see you for some reason? No, because she's going to be thinking, "Oh my God, I can't wait to see this guy." But this is what really most likely happened. She wasn't hanging out with her friend or having to help her friend do something. The guy she was having complications with, right, came back in the picture, and now she has to do shit with him. Remember, she's the one-man woman. So now all of that attention she's giving me goes away as quick as it came because she's going back to the other dude. Right? So this is why I say you can't take her seriously. Because she's wishy-washy. Her feelings and all her things sway, this way or that way, depending on the situation. Right? Now, what's funny is that, I was telling this to a friend, and he was like, "Well, why didn't you, you should have called her out on the lie." You understand? Now, this is the thing. If you're ever in that situation, right, you don't necessarily need to call her out on the lie. You already know she's lying. She knows she's lying. Right? So what I did was I just withdrew my attention. Right? Because now she's going to know that I know she's bullshitting by me withdrawing my attention. She's going to realize, like, damn, she was like, what, she's thinking, what's going on, what's happening. Right? Now, this is what happens when you withdraw the attention. Sometimes the shit fades out, but sometimes they come back to you because they see that you're backing away. Right? But at the end of the day, what you got to understand is that this woman you can't take seriously because she is only, going based off of at any moment where she feels she wants to be at that time. She has no consistency. You understand what I'm saying? She's all over the place. And she's all over the place because she is dealing with you and another guy, but she feels she needs to be only with one person. You see what I'm saying? So she's going to throw those intense feelings at you, then it's going to get taken away like that, and you're going to be like, what the fuck happened? So with that girl, I'm not saying that you can't, hook up with her, but you just hook up with her. That's it. Because what I don't want you guys to get caught up in is that because she's going to be showing you extreme interest and basically telling you, "Oh my God, you're the best. I love you. I can't wait to see you, blah, 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 blah," you'll start to probably develop feelings for the girl. And you're thinking, damn, I finally found a chick that's like, on point, and she's showing me love and all this other stuff. And then she's going to take it all away, get back with the other dude, and you're going to be like fucked up in the game. You're going to be pissed off because you didn't realize you weren't supposed to take this girl seriously. You see what I'm saying? So watch out for that extreme interest. And also, this is why you got to talk to these girls and get in their business sometime. Be like, "Yo, who you fucking with? What's good?" Because they'll let you know, oh yeah, I'm kind of seeing this guy, it's like, right? And so you'll see if when she starts showing you that extreme interest super quick, then you'll see what the deal is. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. The three chicks are the hopeless romantic, the phony feminist, and the one man woman. You understand? Make sure you check that out. All right, so I'm gonna take some calls. Let me take some calls real quick. Yo, what's poppin'? Who's this?
Yo, what's good, man? How are you?
I'm chilling. What's going on, bro?
Good, man. I'm actually at my campus. I was at my class and I was just, finding time to talk to you, man.
All right, so what's going on with you, bro?
So, second as I plug in my headphones because I don't want give me 1 second, all right?
Come on, bro. Get it together, bro. So what's good with you, man?
Good, man. I just wanted to ask you 2 questions, and so the first one is just pretty much the backstory. So last semester I kissed this girl. I wasn't really attracted to her like that. I just, I got to know her and I was like whatever, and I ended up kissing her and stuff. Out of a scarcity mentality. So we used to be cool, and then everything was cool, but then summer happened, and then I didn't really talk to her this whole summer. So I recently met up with her, and everything was awkward. We didn't speak or anything of that sort. And then I went on Facebook and I saw she unfriended me and stuff. And so I was just what should I do? Should I I'm not really attracted to her like that. I just want to be friends and stuff. And should I go and try to talk it out with her or something, or just charge her to the game, as you say, and just keep it moving, I guess. Because I see her a lot, and it's kind of that awkward phase or awkward situation where you don't really exchange words, even though I was kind of I kind of kissed her and stuff. But yeah, so I just wanted to see what your input was on that.
And wait, and this, you said this is a girl in your school?
Yeah, I met her 2 semesters ago. Yeah, so she's a girl in my school, and I give her a solid 6 in my opinion. But I ended up kissing her because out of a scarcity mentality or scarcity mindset. I think you made a video about how guys go after unattractive girls or whatever. So I thought she was easy, or etc. So I did it. I kind of regret it, to be honest. And so
why do you want to be friends with this chick?
It's not that I want to be friends. It's just I kind of find it weird now because I see her she's always she's around my areas wherever I go. She comes around because I guess that's what she has to be. And she's one of those women you just described. I think she's a phony feminist. You know how there's a rising trend with women that there's so many are feminists and they shame men. I've kind of talked to her and I got that out of her. It's she's a big feminist and stuff. So
right. So why? So that's what I'm saying. Why would you even want to be friends with this chick?
Why? I want to be friends. I just wanted to know what would you do? Would you just not talk? If you had were in the situation, would you just keep it moving and just ignore the girl and stuff? Or
the thing is, the thing is, in that situation, I'll be cordial to her. I'll be to everybody. Hey, if I see you, I just be what's up or good morning or whatever. But I don't gotta be
so you would exchange words.
I'm not gonna ignore a person who's right in front of me. You know what I'm saying? I'll be it's good. How you doing?
That's kind of what I've been doing. I've been kind of not really ignoring her, but I don't I kind of respond to her in a way where it's there's something going on and stuff.
Right. Well, see, the thing is this. The problem is I think part of it too is that you probably feel a little bit guilty. You feel what I'm saying? Because you feel
you're a lot wiser than me. You're a lot older too. So I'm sure you're definitely right. But yeah, go ahead. I'm not going to interrupt you. Go ahead.
Right. No, I was just saying that this part of you that feels like you did something wrong. I sort of got physical with this girl who I'm not really feeling, and then I felt like I kind of dissed her. So now it seems like you're trying to make amends by being cool with her. You feel what I'm saying? That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying to you is that it doesn't really necessarily matter. I think you're making a bigger deal out of the situation than it needs to be. It's more so y'all don't gotta be friends, y'all don't gotta be cool, y'all don't gotta, you know what I'm saying? You just see, if y'all see each other in a hallway or whatever, just oh hey, what's up? How's it going? And just keep it real regular. But you don't gotta.
Recently we had an event, a school dance, and I was walking, right, so at the corner of my eye, I see her, and she like just covers her face, like, like kind of like, oh, this guy is like, crazy about me, or like that's what I got out of it. Like she was telling her friend. I didn't hear anything, but like the way she covered her face, it was like, oh, it's that.
Well, I mean, if she's acting that,
like,
listen, if she's acting that goofy, then just ignore her. Then you understand what I'm saying? If she's, because I'm thinking, it's this thing where it's on some awkward shit. If she's acting that goofy and childish, then you know what I'm saying. It is what it is. You understand? Like, don't even bother her. I was just saying that in general, because I get questions like this a lot, where a guy messes with a girl and then it's like, I gotta see her. So what do I do? It's more so a lot of times just keep the shit regular. You understand? Because I always say act like as if none of that even happened. You feel what I'm saying? And just keep it regular. You see what I mean? Because the thing is, right now she's probably acting weird and awkward because she still likes you. You feel what I'm saying? So there could be that too.
I mean, she could, but I don't know. I didn't think she was. I mean, I'm from what I got out of it, I feel like she's like like seeing someone else or something like that. But I mean, it's okay. Like I understand. I got your answer.
But see, it sounds like you like her too, though. That's low key. Sound like you like her.
I don't. If anything, I'd say like my ego is hurt because I'm much better looking than you, and it's like you're out here covering your face once you see me. Like on some real shit. That's what I feel like. Like my ego is low key hurt. I'm just like, damn.
See, that's what be happening to you guys, man. Like y'all see. Oh man, look. See that and that's the issue. That's again. That's what I said. You feel guilty because you feel like you feel like you disappointed. Not you. And it's even beyond her. You feel like you disappointed yourself. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you feel a certain type of way. You know what I mean? Because you're like, damn, I kissed this girl I ain't even like, and now she playing me or she acting weird around. You understand what I'm saying? So, you got to step up your standards and do your thing in that capacity, so that you won't even have to deal with this type of situation anymore.
I think that's where the confidence comes in, which I'm kind of liking, and I'm not even gonna lie.
Right.
But and you said like you can be good looking, but you got to have the mouthpiece too with it. So I got to work on that part. So.
No, real talk.
Yeah.
Real talk. So yeah, so stop talking to these girls you ain't that into. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, but the second question I wanted to ask you was, so I've been going out a lot, like, with my friends recently, and it's like, one of my friends is, like, I guess what you would call, like, the type of, like, he's the type, or, like, he fits that definition of, he's good looking for, like, I guess Middle Eastern and Latina girls, like, he's pretty tall, 6'1", 6'2", and he has a, like, a full-grown beard, and, like, he's a pretty well-groomed guy. So, like, what I've noticed is whenever we go out, like, it's like, I kind of feel like I'm not going to get shit. So, like, I just stand around not doing shit, and, like, he just, tries to get girls off of his. Like, what I'm trying to say is, like, I don't do shit when I go out, and it's like, I don't know, kind of, like, need to, like, know, like, what needs to be done. Because, like, when I go out, like, I don't really get attracted to a lot of the girls. I guess you can say I have higher standards in that way, but I guess at the same time I don't, because, what we just talked about in the past. But, yeah, so, like, my thing is just, like, whenever I go out, I just, like, stare at the girls, and I'm thinking, like, oh, day game is so much better, like, because you can approach, and, like, there's no music, and, you can speak and stuff, but then when it's daytime, I'm like, damn, like, night game is so much better because the girls are, already in the mood and stuff. So,
because
I don't know.
You're insecure. Look, your insecurity is coming up with rationalizations for why you're not doing what you're doing. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. Because when you're saying, well, my friend probably looks better than me, which is why, this is going to happen for him. If I'm at the club, you're like, oh, it'd be better if it was in the daytime because, there won't be so much noise. But then at the daytime, you're like, damn, well, it'll be better at night. You see what I'm saying? You keep coming up with excuses to rationalize why you're not taking action or why you're not, taking it to the next level. Because excuses are the safety net. It makes you, it's a way to protect your ego. You see what I'm saying? So you got to get out of that, and you just have to go and take action so that you can actually be in a situation, see what's going to happen, see what you need to work on, see what's working for you, and then you can get to the next step. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's all it is. Is your issue is the confidence, bro. You gotta like believe in yourself and actually put yourself out there so you can see what's really going to happen. You know what I mean?
See, the problem with me is that, like, I actually, like, watch a lot of your videos, and, like, I fit into that category of, I guess, the good-looking guy that, like, doesn't do shit and then just expects the girls to come to him.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And that's what's happened to me in the past. Is just, like, the girls have come and you're just like, oh, she's so cooperative, and, like, you know, fuck it. Like, what's the point of me, like, going and approaching girls or whatever?
Mm-hmm. And so, see, I'm
answering my own question.
And that's partly why you are dealing with those girls you think are sixes. You feel what I'm saying? Because you've been sort of just falling back on who's just coming at you.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You settling for what you could get, just by doing nothing versus taking action to go after what you want. You see what I'm saying?
Well, so I'm in college now. There's a lot of parties.
Mm.
So, like I think a few days ago I went to this party, and there were some pretty, like, relatively attractive girls. Mm. And they were kind of looking at me and checking me out and stuff, because I told you, like, on the exterior, like, my clothes and stuff, I look good. But, like, interior, right. I guess my mindset and game is not good. Mm. So I didn't do shit. I was just, at the party, there was, like, 4 or 5 girls and, like, a bunch of guys. I'd say, like, 10 or 15 guys. So, like, I mean, the ratio is kind of off. But what I'm saying is, like, the girls were kind of, like, looking, but I wasn't doing shit in terms of, like, going, because I felt like they wouldn't like me and stuff. So, like, in that case, like, what would you recommend, like, in the next party? Like, how do you, like, make yourself more confident, or, like, the man of the party, or, like, like...
Mm. Well, it's the same thing I've been saying. Look, it's almost like this, right? You have to just push yourself to do it, regardless. You feel what I'm saying? Just do the thing. Because when you do the thing, what's going to happen is that you're going to see something happening. Meaning, if you see a girl and you approach her, and you just go and approach the girl, right? All of the fear and all of the anxiety and all of the things that you thought were going to happen probably isn't going to happen. All the scary shit you think is going to happen isn't going to happen. Even if she rejects you, it's not going to be that scary. All of the stuff that's going on in your head is because you don't actually take the action. You're just assuming what's going to happen. You see what I mean? So what I would say to you for your situation is better for you to take action so that you can assess honestly what's going on. You see what I mean?
Well, I guess a lot of guys in my position would say, like, they don't want, like, like, so you're going at a girl, right? And you're saying, like, oh, okay, like, you think she's attractive, etc. You're trying to do something. Mm. Like, she may just, like, say it loudly in front of everybody, like, oh, like, what the fuck? And, like, like...
But see, that's what I'm saying. What are you talking... What girl... Have you ever tried to holler at a girl and she yelled in the air, what the fuck?
I mean, the question is, have I even hollered at a girl?
Exactly. Like, see, you ain't hollering at no chicks, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Because a lot of guys are, like, they're just scared. Because especially the women nowadays, man, like, they're just like they'll report your ass, and, like, the next thing you know, you caught up, like, a sexual harassment.
No, you're not. Where do you guys get this info? Where do you guys get this bullshit? Where you're gonna go and talk to a girl, and she's gonna report you to the cops for having a conversation with her.
I mean, you can look this up. There's this guy, I think he went to UCL, or no, USC, University of Southern California. It's pretty recent. He was an Indian guy, and, like, in the videos it shows there's this girl, she's Indian as well, I think, and, like, she's drunk, and, like, she's making out with him like crazy. I think I know where I'm going with this, because I do remember you saying that if a girl is drunk, don't ever have sex with her. But the story pretty much is that he went and he had sex with her when she was drunk, and I think he was sober, and he told her, like, I don't want to do this. So pretty much in the end, there was a bunch of evidence showing that, he didn't sexually harass her or, like, rape her or anything of that sort. But, and the jury said that the verdict was that he's not guilty, but he still got expelled from his school.
And my question to you, whose fault is that?
See, I guess in that case, this is from one of your videos. You said never do, like, have sex with a girl who's drunk. So,
exactly. I mean, so that's what I'm saying. See, you're acting like. See, again, you said. Let me show you what you said, and this is why I'm saying y'all be on some shit. You just said I'm scared to approach a girl and talk to a girl because, you might get caught up with a sexual harassment case or whatever, right? Then you proceed to say there's a story of a guy who was fucking with a girl who was already drunk. And try to do some shit with her, and then he got caught up. Those are two different situations. You see what I'm saying? I'm saying the first situation is go up to a girl, have a conversation with her. There's no woman is going to be able to fucking say, oh, this guy did something to me just by you walking up to the girl and having a conversation. It's not gonna happen. Logistically, you can't even make that work. If you go up to a girl right now and go up and talk to her, right, and say, hey, miss, how you doing? What's your name? Right? Where's she gonna find a cop? And what is she gonna say? What is she gonna say? This guy said hi to me. Arrest him. What? You see what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying.
I get you.
Y'all gotta stop with this nonsense. This is what I'm saying. Y'all so scared out here. They got y'all scared to even talk to women. And see, that right there is fucking with your masculinity already. The fact that you're scared to even talk to a girl.
That's the thing, man.
You see what I'm saying?
It's considered toxic nowadays.
See, you gotta stop it. You gotta stop listening to that bullshit, man. Stop listening to that bullshit. But listen, yo, I gotta get a few more of these calls, bruh. Get your ass out there and start approaching these girls, man. All right, all right, bro.
Thanks.
All right, later. Y'all wild out here, man. God damn. All right, yo, who's calling? Hold on, this thing bugging out. Jesus Christ. Hold on. Yo, what's going on? Who's this?
Hello?
What's popping? Is this Nez?
Yeah, it's Nez from London.
What's going on, bro?
Yeah, I'm good, man. How you been?
All right, what's going on? What's the deal?
Yeah, no, it's good. It's funny that you made this topic actually, because about these three types of women. Because there was this chick who I was talking to like 3 years ago, and she kind of ghosted on me back when I was like a beta male and stuff. I was acting all needy and clingy and stuff like that. And she just stopped texting me until I deleted her number. And like 3 weeks ago, I got this random WhatsApp message, and I could tell it was from her because it was the same number, and she had a like profile picture on there.
Right.
She sent me like a smiley face emoji. And you know, I remember you saying that chicks like this only come back after a certain period of time because all their options dried up or something like that.
Right.
And they use the safe school. So you know, I just sent her like the middle finger emoji back, and then like blocked her afterwards on WhatsApp. So
you said you sent her a middle finger emoji and then blocked her?
Yeah.
Why you do that for?
Nah, because just like you said, like it's one of those girls that comes to you like after a period of time because
I know, but what I'm saying is that see, you don't gotta extend no negative energy towards her. Just don't fuck with her. You ain't gotta really deal with her, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nah.
So
I see your point, but still, it was just like an impulsive thing.
Okay.
But no, my question is, like the other day I was out with one of my friends from RSD, and you know, we were approaching chicks in the street, and we approached these 2 girls, and so we were talking to them for a brief period, and they said something like, "Okay, thank you, we need to go now," and I kind of ejected from the set too quick. I was like, "Okay, that's cool, fine." And I remember you saying to me that I should try to close the deal whenever I noticed them kind of edging towards leaving or something like that. But my friend said to me, "Oh, instead of saying that, you should have said something like, 'Oh, thank you for what? I didn't offer you anything. Come back here. Let's have a conversation quickly for 2 minutes.'" So I was just wondering, like, would that have been a good thing to say? And also another thing was, I approached one girl who was sitting at a bus stop, and then kind of she was smiling a bit, and she said something like, "Oh, can you leave me alone, please?" or something like that. So I didn't know like what to say in response to that. If I should just, I just left. I was like, "What's up? Are you scared of me? Is my face like really that ugly or something like that?" And to try and defuse the situation, but she wasn't having any of it. So
right.
I don't know what should I have done in those two situations, in your opinion?
Right. Well, the first one, yeah, you could say to the girl in the first situation, if the girl's is like, "Hey, I gotta go," you could be like, "Hey, wait, come, stay for a second. Let me do this, whatever." You could do that if you want. There's nothing wrong with that. You understand what I'm saying? And also too, if you see that the situation's getting stale at the time, well, not stale, but it gets like, to the point where you don't have anything else to say to them, just be like, "Yo, listen, I gotta go. Let me give you my number, or let me take your number, whatever." Right? So yeah, that's nothing wrong with that. Now the second situation, if the girl is like, oh, I don't want to talk or whatever, right? You know, in most cases, it's just good to walk away. You feel what I'm saying? Because this is what you gotta. This is what I call extra credit, meaning that you extra credit. What I call that is that when you do more than you need to do to try to get the chick. You understand? So that girl who's saying, "Oh, I don't want to talk now," you could still say something to her to engage in conversation to sort of turn it around. But that's extra credit. You understand? Like me, I don't really like doing that too much. You understand? If I go up to a girl and I approach her and she's like, oh, leave me alone, I don't want to talk, then I'm not going to talk to her. You feel what I'm saying? I'm going to keep that shit pushing and go to the next girl. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes I may even talk to the girl right next to her. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So, right. You see what I mean? So that's the thing. Like, don't get so caught up in trying to get the girl who at first is giving that much resistance, because a lot of times that's just an ego thing. It's like you're trying to get her because she's resisting so that you can feel good about getting her because she resisted. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Instead of just like, you know, saving your energy for someone else who's going to actually be receptive to you. You see what I mean?
All right. So you would have just walked off and not said anything?
Hell yeah, I just walked off. Like she was like, if she was like, oh, I don't feel like talking, I'd be like, all right, cool, have a nice day, and then just kept that shit pushing. That's it.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
That's it, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, there were two other chicks that were sitting next to her. I tried to speak to them first, but they didn't really speak much English. But I think what happened was my friend approached her first, and then I approached her. So maybe because she saw two of us there at the same time, she kind of felt a bit scared.
So wait, so y'all both tried to approach her, and so he approached her first, and then she didn't want to talk to him?
I don't know if she said it to him. I couldn't hear what they were saying, but they exchanged some words. And he walked off.
Oh wait. So y'all weren't standing together while he approached her. He went over to her, and then after that you came over to her when she didn't see y'all were together. Is that what you're saying?
No, he went over to her first, then he walked back, then I went over to her, then I said some stuff, and then he came also while I was there and said some more stuff, and then after that she was like, can you leave me alone, please? See,
y'all was giving her too much damn attention. That's what happened with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all were giving her way too much attention because your boy came over there. He probably said some shit that she wasn't feeling, and then you came right after him, so she's still off the energy of your boy. You feel what I'm saying? Which is why she probably gave you that energy. You see what I'm saying?
No, I understand.
And also, you said that you talked to two other girls in front of her. You said you did that before you talked to her or after you talked to her?
Before.
And that's another thing. If you talk to a girl before and then you talk to the next girl, sometimes what happens is they see you talk to the first girl, they're like feeling a certain type of way sometimes. You see what I'm saying? So she's like, how you going to come and talk to me after you just talked to her? That's how they look at it sometimes. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, that's what happened with another girl that we approached.
Right. I mean, I don't give a fuck because I know how to turn that shit around either way. But you know, that's just what happened. That's just what happens sometimes. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, because with my other friend from RSD, I approached this girl 1 week, and then a few days later, he had approached her at the bus stop and got her Instagram. And then, like, a week afterwards, when I was with my same friend who had approached her as well, like, she was walking down the street with one of her other friends, and I, like, caught up to them, and I approached them again, and then they saw both of us, and then I was like to my friend, how do you know this chick? And he's like, I Instagram closed her last week at the bus stop, and she obviously recognized me as well, so she understood that we were the types of guys around approaching girls everywhere, and she obviously didn't like it. Because when I was speaking to her, she was enthusiastic, she seemed interested, but I was stupid. I ejected too quickly because her male friend came, and I should have just been like, yo, is this your boyfriend? It wasn't her boyfriend anyway, but... Right.
Well, look, Nez, the thing is, I'm glad that you're out here getting it in, and I wish more guys would go out there and get it in, just like how you get it in. You just gotta keep pushing and tightening, making sure you tightening up all your shit, and then things, keep going. You know what I mean? Because I had another dude call in last week that was also from London. I don't know if you heard, And he was, he really needed to get out there and make that shit happen. So I'm actually glad that you making it pop off. But yo, listen, I got a few more calls coming in, so let me get a few more of these before I head up out of here, all right? So I'm gonna holler at you though, all right?
Yeah.
All right, be safe.
Yeah.
All right, people, call the number 646-481-3901. Let me get it to a few more people. All right, hold on. God damn. Yo, hold on. Yo, what's going on?
Yo, Locario, what's going on, man?
What's poppin'? Who's this?
It's Ronnie.
Ronnie, what's going on, bro?
Chillin', man.
All right, what's good?
Hey, man, I called to let you know, man, I actually found my own style on how to approach a woman.
All right.
Yeah, now, like, what I do is now, when I see a girl, my main job is to lower her defenses while I approach her. So what I do is I pretend that I need advice from her. Like, if I'm at a grocery store, I can ask her, excuse me, miss, do you know I make Italian, some type of Italian spaghetti or something like that? And then she'll give me her advice on how to do it. And then, depending on her body language and her vibe and her receptiveness towards me, that's when if it's good, I go ahead and take it to the next level by flirting with her.
Yeah, so that's just basically the indirect approach. You know what I'm saying? You take some situation, talk about it, and then and then keep that shit going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I learned that when you ask for her advice, you going indirect because you using something. But you got to use something in the situation and appropriate to the setting while you do it though.
Right. Nah, yeah. I feel you. That's good. If if it's working for you and it's going down, then make it happen. Keep doing that shit. That's why I tell guys, a lot of the things that you need to do in the game, you gotta try all different things, see what's working for you, the best or working smoothly for you, and then just keep that shit pushing. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, because like I don't know if you listen to Tariq, but he said that when you have to approach a girl on the courtesy level. And I think that's what he meant by that, by approaching a girl, pretending to need advice, assistance, or any type of help, and then that's going to make her lower her defenses.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Yeah. That's the thing. If you're going indirect creates a situation where you're letting her know, like, look, we're just having a conversation. I'm not really even trying to get at you now. I'm just trying to see the vibe, you know what I'm saying? Now the thing though is you don't want to be indirect the whole time when you're dealing with a girl in general, meaning you don't want to be on some indirect shit when it comes to basically like trying to get at her as far as having sex with her or going out with her, whatever. You want to be direct about all that shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I was saying. Like I do is when I do all that, I pay attention to her body language and her receptiveness towards me. And if it's a sign that she's choosing me, that's when I go in for the kill.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. I'm glad to hear that. You getting shit popping, and things are working out for you. That's what's up. That's how you got to do it, man. But yo, Ronnie, I appreciate the call, my brother. I got to get a few more of these calls. All right. So I'm gonna holler at you, man.
All right.
All right, bro. Peace.
All right. Peace. All right.
All right. All right, people, calling number 646-481-3901. We having these call at the same time and shit. I'm trying to get, hold on. Shit, what's up with this thing? All right, yo, what's poppin'? Who's this?
Yo, is this Mr. Locario?
Yep, it's me. What's going on?
Yo, man, it's Nike Zoom Flight.
What happened?
It's Nike Zoom Flight.
Oh, what's going on, bro? What's the deal?
All right, man. So, about them business cards and whatnot, I gave one to this girl a while back. Do you remember that girl I was talking about the other day? Yeah, what does it mean when she accepts it and she doesn't say, like, anything in regards? Like, for example, like she accepts it but doesn't reject it or anything, because I've tried to give like my contact information to other girls, but they just reject it. But she took it. That's a sign of interest, right?
Well, the sign of interest is when she actually hits you up, when you tell her to hit you up.
Oh, that's the messed up part, because that's where I screwed up, man. Because I gave her my email. That was messed up, because I wasn't thinking in the moment.
Wait, so you gave her your card and then you also gave her your email? Is that what you're saying?
Well, the contact, I have a little piece of paper inside. I don't have business cards yet, but I will get them later.
Okay, so I thought you said you had a card. I'm like, all right, so yeah, if you get yourself some cards and shit. I run out of cards
though, because I be approaching these girls. I run out of cards and shit.
All right, well, yeah, you got to get your card game up, man. And then when you give them the card, you tell them, hey, listen, here's my number. Call me this day at this time. That's it.
Oh, okay, but how do I know if she's not like playing games with me and whatnot? Like, how do I know? Because she told me I will get because I see like every time she sees me, like she stops and she talks to me. How do I know she's not just playing games? It's just like an attention, low-key attention horn.
Wait. So you said this is a girl you see all the time? Is that where's this? Who's this girl?
No, I don't see her all. I used to see her like around the classroom or like before class starts. She sometimes she sees me.
So it's a girl stops. This is a girl from school you talking about?
Yeah.
And you gave her your information and you told her to hit you up?
Mm-hmm.
And she didn't?
No.
Okay, so then she's done. That's it. That's it. That's it.
Yeah, man, but damn it, you see, this is the reason why, man. Like, I'm starting to sound like the first caller, man. I'm starting to get wrapped up in my emotions. I found out she had a boyfriend over there in that other state, but she's kind of having like a rough thing, and I just want her to break up. But whatever. I guess I charged her to the game like a few days ago because she was just giving me word answers, anyways.
That's what I'm saying. You say she got a boyfriend?
Yeah, but they say she was like low key dissing him, like in front of me, like telling me that she might end up finding something else.
Look, she got a man, you understand, and she's not responding to your, she's not hitting you up or whatever. Charge that to the game. You understand what I'm saying? And again,
but like, can't give her like a time. I already soft charged her because I'm approaching these other cute girls.
Mm-hmm.
Do I give her like a time period between 6 months and she doesn't contact me or nothing? Because she agreed that we could meet up over in that state because I'm gonna visit that state soon.
No, listen. This is what you gotta understand, bro. This is what all you guys gotta understand. Listen, these girls love attention. You understand what I'm saying?
Shit, she got me.
That's what I'm saying, dude. She's trying because look at what you're asking me right now. Look at what you're asking me. You saying, should I wait and should I see what's gonna happen in 6 months? So you're already, by you even saying that, you're giving her indirect attention. You're like, this is the thing. You're already giving her attention by saying what you just said. You said, well, should I hit her back in 6 months? That means you're giving her 6 months of attention. Even if you don't even call her, text or nothing, the fact that you're thinking that and put that in your calendar, you gave her attention. You're giving her 6 months of attention. See what I'm saying? You have to withdraw all of that shit. And the way you withdraw all of that shit is by you focusing on yourself and other things going on in your situations. You see what I'm saying? Because guys will say, like, because you said you're like, oh, I'm talking to these other girls, but I'm gonna wait 6. If you're talking to all these other girls, you ain't got no time to be thinking about her in 6 months. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I get wrapped up in my emotion. I'm starting to have that scarcity mindset like the first call.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Like that. That's not me.
And trust me, look, I understand where you're coming from because most guys, that's what happens. You understand? I've had that happen to me too, where it's like, oh, I really like this chick, and then, I'm feeling a certain way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
she's real attractive, like real
right,
attractive.
You get all, you know what I'm saying?
I'm letting my dick control my mind and whatnot.
Right. But this is the thing, though. This is the thing. You have to understand something. You have to understand that, there is abundance out there. You see what I'm saying? And so when you understand that there's abundance, what happens is that you jumpstart your mentality and your mindset to like really think that way. Then when you think that way, you start to see it. You start to realize, you start to recognize it. Because the hardest part is when you're when you're in the situation at the moment, because in the moment you're like, damn, I really like her. She kind of said this, and then, it seems like this could happen. So you're all caught up in that little thing. But what happens is when you're caught up in that thing, you're caught up, like you said, in your emotions, and you're not thinking, logically. You're not thinking critically. And so what happens is when you think critically and logically, you say, wait a second, this girl's just using me for attention. This girl already has a boyfriend. I already know that women are wishy-washy and flaky, so I'm not going to sit here and wait around and do, I'm going to just do my thing and keep shit pushing. Now, while you're doing your thing, a lot of times what happens is that some of these girls may come around, meaning that she may try to contact you. She may try to see what's up with you.
Old school player. I discussed this situation with this old school player and it was my coworker.
Right.
He told me that since I'm already working really hard on my game, and since I was really bold and I had the nerve to do that, she might, like, in the future, holler back. But he says, I got to keep on rolling and just keep on hollering at other chicks.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. So let them...
I approached at this campus, the first one I did, I managed to bump into her again, and she was all friendly and cordial and like really, really friendly. I'm like, I thought this girl was mad at me.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you got to do your own thing, and then shit will come around if it needs to come around. Don't worry about none of this shit. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's too much shit going on out there, bro.
Locario. All right. I'll hand it up.
All right, bro.
Man. Thanks.
All right, man. Peace. Yeah, that's the thing. You guys got to get out that thing where y'all start getting all emotional about these chicks, man. I'm telling you. These girls, man, you can't... Man. Oh, let me see what this is. Yo, what's going on?
Hello?
Yo, what's poppin'? Who's this?
Alright.
What up?
Weird noise.
Your phone breaking up. What you said?
Hello? Yeah, it's noise. Is that better?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's going on?
Yeah, hey, Mr. Locario. First of all, I just want to say, I'm a big fan of your work, and
appreciate it.
Yeah, and that I also, hold on, I'm gonna turn off the echo here. It's like messing.
You guys gotta get these phones together, man.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I did not expect that. Sorry about that. But yeah, real quick, fan of your work, and I also wanted to get your feedback on the incident. I had one question. So I had an incident earlier this year. Unfortunately, it was at my job. I know you kind of frown upon that, but basically, there was this like dynamic between me and this one girl. First, she was like a direct superior, and something happened that kind of messed up. Things got a little janky, messed up, and I was a bit harsh, but she was still showing like she was a bit apologetic. And then things started to turn around. She started being a little disrespectful, and she started to be just like giving me like very passive aggressive, kind of like what you said before. And I remember I started watching your videos actually this year, and I decided to put in place one of your biggest advices is that to be consistent, like not to be moved emotionally.
Right.
That was a huge help. That's probably the biggest advice that anyone has just ever. Which I gotta say that. So, anyways, the correlation with that is that she came around, and then she started being disrespectful, and then started like kind of showing interest again. She was like she was all over the place.
Right.
So basically, as the year progressed, things with my job kind of like went up and down. I managed to save the relationship, at least on a personal level, professional level, before I left the job. And a personal level, it was kind of like up in the air. But, it was very interesting. I wanted to get your take on, like, how is it that, how do you know that, like, when to or how to forgive a girl when she messes up and she's kind of like demonstrating how that she messed up? Right.
That's a good question. The thing is, it's more so you have to see how consistent she is. You understand? Over time. So like, let's say if a chick was disrespectful to you, right? And let's say she, you fall back or you check her, whatever, and everything like that, and then she's being cool with you, right?
Yeah.
And then you like, okay, well, she's being cool. It's been a few, months, whatever. Everything's cool, right? And then it's sort of like, okay, well, she made that mistake and everything is cool now. But if the girl disrespected you and then she acts cool later on and then she disrespects you again, like really quick, then she's acting cool, and she's all over the place. You see what I'm saying? So those type of chicks, you'll say, okay, look, I can tell she's on some bullshit. So I'm not going to really take her seriously. I'm not going to even deal with her like that. You understand what I'm saying? Or even if I do deal with her, it'll be minimal type of interactions or whatever. You understand?
Yeah.
So
that's actually
right.
the approach I took. Sorry. That's the approach I took.
Mm.
And I did another thing. I fell back, and that's when she started to show interest again. Like when I started to fall back again.
Mm-hmm. Right, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just watching over time how consistent the chick is. You feel what I'm saying? Or even just watching over time how she just is. You understand? So, time reveals all. You feel what I'm saying? That's what.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
I want to just add one thing I forgot to mention. I started. The reason I asked, like, how do you forgive a girl is because I also started to, I think around like maybe March or April. So the thing started to get janky around like the end of December, beginning of January, because she told me a lie. Something about with my overtime, she tried to just lie, and she knows that I know that I lied because that's when I stopped being reciprocating, and that's when I think the whole thing happened. But then I started to show her a little bit more attention, and that's when she stopped. It's like she didn't like that. So maybe it's the way I did it. I think that's what it was, that it was not very, that maybe it looked inconsistent because I actually started putting a little bit of effort. And I think I tried it for 2 days because she didn't show, she wasn't putting in her 50 cents, Right. So I tried it for 2 days and then I just stopped because, but that's when I noticed that she started being disrespectful. That's another thing I think you mentioned, that like being inconsistent. So I don't know if she took that as inconsistent, but yeah, I managed to save it on a professional level. But right before I left, I noticed that I had to go back to return my uniform, and she told me that this was about a week before Thanksgiving, and she told me, hey, we should get. I decided to see if maybe I could see if she still felt something, so I decided to check it out. And I said, hey, we should get coffee sometime. She's like, yeah, after the holidays. And I asked her what? She said, no, after Thanksgiving, before Christmas.
Right.
So she was going to make me wait a week, and I already had a bad feeling about that, but I decided to check it out anyways, just to get rid of my, inhibition. So I messaged her on Friday, this past Friday. She told me, I'm working tonight for coffee, right? And I'm working tonight. I'll text you tomorrow, let you know my schedule. Okay, yeah, text me at 10 a.m., I said. She never texted me back.
Right. And so it just was like left at that.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess, I don't know. I mean, it was a bit of a roller coaster. It was a huge
Well, this is the thing.
coaster.
This is the thing, this is the thing, is that guys, us men, we need to stop, giving women too much of the benefit of the doubt. You understand what I'm saying? Because what you want, this is what you want, and this is what you want to do. You want to start, looking at yourself, right, as extremely valuable. You understand? And so what happens is you're only going to accept a certain type of behavior from a woman. And if she's not giving you that type of behavior, then you gotta, charge it to the game, fall back, whatever it needs to be. So what you don't want to ever do is you don't want to ever, reward a chick with attention when she has not been doing what she needs to do. Because you said, look, call me tomorrow at 10 to let me know. And because she didn't, it's either she's not that interested, so she didn't care to. You understand? She forgot, and she forgot because she's not that interested. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you see what I mean?
That's exactly what. Yeah, I was. Yeah, like you said something like girls are always on their phone. That's very true.
Right.
Like, how did you forget? Yeah.
Right. And so if they're interested and they want to make something happen, they'll make it happen. See, the thing is, women are just gonna go based off of how they feel in the moment at any time. But also, too, this is what you gotta understand is that sometimes women will react based off of something happening in their situation, and that causes them to react to you in a certain way. So, for example, that same girl, let's say she's dealing with another guy, right? And because she's
just about to ask you that.
Right.
I was just about
right,
to ask
and
you
because she's dealing with another guy, right? That like this is how, and this is the difference between us and them. If I meet a girl today, right, and she says she wants to meet me on Friday, if I have a date on Friday, I'm gonna tell her, look, I'm busy Friday, let's meet Saturday, right? That's how we are.
Yeah.
Women generally are like this. If a woman has a date on Friday and she meets a guy today who wants to see her on Friday, if she likes the new guy who said, let's meet up on Friday, she's gonna cancel the guy she has set for Friday for the new guy. You understand what I'm saying? That's how most chicks think, right? So you're saying to this girl, hey, call me at 10 and let me know what's good, right?
Yeah.
Because she's probably so caught up in some other dude, right? That takes all of her attention, which is why she doesn't call you. You see what I mean?
I also thought that, you know how I mentioned earlier, she was being disrespectful, then she started showing interest again, then she was doing it again, then she came back. When she started being disrespectful, I thought it was because there was another guy, and then that fell through, and then she started to come back.
Yeah, that could be it too. That could be it too. And also too, what it could be is, see, it's so unfortunate that this is how women are. You know, sometimes is that she, you know, sometimes this is what happens. Unfortunately, some women are so insecure that when you start to, you know, just be cool with them and just be chill and just everything is cool, they end up disrespecting you because they don't think they deserve the cool treatment. You feel what I'm saying? And then when you start acting like a fuckboy, that's when they want to come in and see what's up and start respecting you and being all attentive. And so those chicks usually have issues. You see what I'm saying? Unfortunately. So it just is what it is. So you got to understand it. And this is why, you know, you got to really vet and look at the type of girls you're dealing with just in the long run or just in general. This is why even when I meet a chick off online, right? I usually just take them on a date first or get a drink because I want to see who I'm fucking with. I want to see what's really going on. I like to peep out the character of the woman that I'm dealing with before I even know whether or not to deal with her in a certain way. Do I take this girl seriously? Do I not? Am I just going to, you know, hit it once? Does this seem like the type of girl who I can continue to see? All of these things I'm assessing while I'm watching her behavior, either in that moment, but also over time. You see what I'm saying? And so that's what it is.
I just want to add real quick. One thing that I noticed that helped, like when that lowered her, I guess, attitude.
Right.
I checked her twice.
Right.
Because she called everybody like bud. I hate that. I don't like that. I have my name. I just like my name. That's it.
Right.
If you want to say hey dude or hey man, I'll accept that. But bud, no.
Right.
So I checked her on that, and it's like okay. It's kind of like she was brought back to reality. And then I checked her on another thing that happened that was work related, and yeah, I noticed that she knew she messed up because I was not happy at all. But I noticed that did help a little bit. Right.
And see, and that's the thing with these chicks is like you got to always be in constant management of everything you're doing with these women. So so that's the thing that, you know, that's the thing that where it is like, and this is why you want to screen and look out for the women who are the most cooperative consistently. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what it is because chicks are very good at when you first fuck with them to seem like, oh, everything is cool. She's mirroring you. She's being cooperative. But give it some time. And then so once you give it some time, you see who the real chick really is. And then that gives you the information to know whether or not you need to take it seriously or not. Whether you know or not to continue to fuck with her. You see what I mean? And that's all it is. You know what I'm saying? It's that's part of the whole process. A lot of dudes are stuck on just like, oh, I want to get a chick and I want to, I just want to smash and blah blah blah, and that's cool in certain situations. But you still need to be able to look at the type of girls you're dealing with, just in general, because there's a certain type of energy that they'll bring around you. You understand? Or you may be in a situation, or this is what you don't want to happen. You don't want to be in a situation where you're dealing with a chick who, let's say she has some man who's a jealous ass simp or whatever, and then you don't even know that's happening, and then he sees her with you, and it's it's just a bunch of bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? Or she's a liar. She's just fucking just retarded. Like it's terrible. You know what I mean?
It was a bit strange because I noticed that I thought that too, and then I noticed, especially after I checked her the first time, something changed, and I noticed that she gave me attention to the point where she even ignored her friends, which was I noticed that. I was like, damn, I that's a good sign, I think. But I don't know if you've known. Has this ever happened to you? Like, have you ever checked a girl and she looks like a deer caught in headlights?
Oh yeah.
Are they not used to it?
Yeah, that happens all the time because some of them aren't used to it, and also too. This is what guys got to understand too. This is what you got to look out for too. Because you said that you did this thing and it is almost like she was ignoring her friends, right?
I would say, hey, like her name, and then she would just give me like attention, and then her friends would walk by, say hey, and then she would sometimes not even look at them. Right. She would just keep her body language toward me.
Right.
Yeah.
And so see, stuff like that you got to look out for too, is because stuff like that, or even let's say for example, if you are talking to a chick and she's talking mad shit about another dude she fucking with, you feel what I'm saying? That most likely means she may do the same shit to you. You feel what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
So
absolutely.
Right. So even I had chicks who I was messing with this chick and she was like, she was messing with this dude and she was like hanging out with the dude and she's texting me and she's like, oh, I wish I was with you right now instead of him. And I'm looking at her like, how you with another dude texting me talking about you wish you was with me instead of him? So now on the surface, it's I should be flattered, but at the same time, I'm like, that's kind of fucked up because you with another nigga texting me talking about you wish you was with me. So what makes me think that when you chilling with me, you ain't texting another nigga talking about you wish you was with him instead of me? You see what I'm saying? So that's what you gotta look out for. Because see, dudes be so much in their ego. They're like, oh yeah, I'm the man. This girl's sweating me, whatever. But if she's acting this way, right, that means that she can also do that in relation to you. You see what I mean?
So could you give me your assessment of that whole thing? Like, I really want your point of view because that whole thing was a whole emotional roller coaster.
Right. Well, it's the thing. There's always gonna be this, it's gonna be an emotional roller coaster if you're too involved in it. Meaning, if you are not objective and if you're not looking at it from a bird's eye view, that's when you get emotionally invested in it, and it becomes this emotional turmoil to you because now you're caught up in her, how she's moving, and you're looking at it based off of how you would interpret it. You understand? So instead of saying, okay, this is just how chicks are gonna be, and they have their little quirks or whatever, you might be like, damn, well, she's acting this way, and that's fucked up. And why is she acting this next way the next minute? Then now she's being cool, and now she's not being cool. I don't get it. This is weird. This is too much, right? If you understand that chicks are gonna be like that, period. Right? And not worry necessarily about what she's doing, but also, but at the same, you don't worry about what she's doing. You figure out what you want to do in relation to her. And if she's not doing what you're trying to do in that situation, you just sort of fall back. You see what I mean? So I've had that same situation happen to me a few times where, I'm with a girl and she'll do some disrespectful shit. And then all of a sudden she'll be on some cool shit. And then she'll do some disrespectful shit. And I'm like, okay, well, I noticed this girl is on some bullshit, so I make her plan Z. I don't even take her seriously anymore. Like, she'll never be my girl. She'll never be my, wifey type. And she might even, never be a fuck buddy. I don't even know yet. I'm still deciding. You see what I'm saying? Based off of how she's acting. You see what I mean?
You know, real quick that you mentioned the friends. You said before that girls act differently in front of their friends.
Mm.
She sometimes gave me attention in front of her friends. Like, she ignored her friends. I've never seen that before.
Right,
ever.
right.
I usually see the complete opposite. Like, they'll act differently in front of their friends, or like they'll give their friends more attention. So I was confused. I remember like thinking, okay, she's really into me right now, or I was thinking, this is just how she's feeling in the moment because she's in front of me. When I walk out the door, it'll be a different story. So I never knew how to interpret that.
Well, I mean, it could be though. It could be though, because look, you know, the thing, it could be her just acting like that in that moment because of what's going on. You feel what I'm saying? Which is usually what happens with most women. You feel what I'm saying? So this is why I say you can't get emotionally caught up into it, because most of these women are super wishy-washy and just strictly based off of their feelings at the moment, at all times, forever and ever. That's what it is with women, and this is a hard truth that I had to realize. You know, like, because for example, there'll be times where, let's say I'm talking to 3 chicks or whatever, right? I have times where all 3 of them is blowing up my phone talking about, hey, I miss you. What's up? What's going on? I can't wait to see you. And I'm like, all right, cool. And then there's other times where a week later, they're, you know, 2 of them probably not even calling me, and the other one's like, hey, I gotta holler back at you tomorrow to see if we could still see each other because I got this other thing coming up. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not. So the thing is, right? So the thing is, if I'm looking at it like, damn, but last week they was all talking about they miss me. Now this week, blah, 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 and then the week after that they're gonna be like they miss me. You see what I'm saying? So I don't take none of that shit seriously. You see what I mean? All I'm thinking about is, what do I want to do in relation to these chicks or these women that I'm dealing with? And if they are not falling in line with what I'm trying to do just in general, then you understand. So if I'm hitting them up to go out and hang out, and then we meet up and everything is cool, then it's cool. If, you know, I'm going to smash and we smash, it's cool. If I need them to help me with some other shit I'm trying to do as far as business is concerned, and we came to that agreement and they doing that, then that's cool. But based off of their emotions and all the other stuff that they're doing, as long as what they're doing or their emotions doesn't go outside of what I have created or the box that I've created for them to sort of be in, and I don't even like to sort of say it like that, but I'm just using that as an example, meaning the box that I have as far as this is what I need you for, as long as that it's flowing in that direction where they're doing what they do for what I need them for, that's all I need to worry about. So therefore, I'm not getting emotionally involved in me getting my ego into this. You understand? Because I already know,
attached, right?
Right. I already know that they're going to be all over the place. And that's the key. You have to already know that the women that you're going to deal with are going to do women shit. Once you already know that, you feel what I'm saying? Then everything else is like, because you already know. It's like this. It's, I always use this example. It's like, you know, if you have a friend who has he has a kid who has some sort of mental disease where he wilds out and runs around and knocks shit over or whatever, right? The first time when he comes to your house with the kid and he knocks over a vase and breaks it, you're probably going to be upset. You're going to be like, fuck, like, what the hell? You understand? And then your friend's going to be like, oh, my bad, I forgot to tell you that my son, he has this thing where he just wilds out and runs around and he just pushes stuff over. So now, even though you're upset that the vase is broke, now you understand a little bit better the situation. So since you understand it, you accept it. You say, okay, I understand this kid is like this, so I accept this, right? So now what you might do the next time is when he comes over to his son, you might put shit away or put shit in a certain place where he can't reach it. But you're not going to get mad at him running around and acting crazy because you know that's just how he is. You accept that. You see what I'm saying? And so the same thing happens for women. You accept that they are going to be how they are. Now, there's going to be times where they're going to do this shit and it's going to be an emotional response automatically to where you're going to probably get pissed off or annoyed or be like, what the fuck, right? But you always, after that, you always got to be like, oh yeah, they're women. You feel what I'm saying? They're chicks. This is what they do. This is exactly what they do. And so you have to have that objective, look on it. You feel what I'm saying? Because if you don't, you're going to always be frustrated. You're going to always be pissed off. You're going to always be angry. You understand? You're always going to be angry. Dude, there's 1,000,001 reasons for you to be angry at a chick every day. Every fucking day. Yeah. There's 1,000,001 reasons. Right? But the thing is that if you understand, this is what I'm dealing with, and then at the same time, use the situation to what you need the situation for. You understand? That's how you be able to actually do things and make things work for you. You see what I'm saying? That's what it is.
Yeah. Definitely. I appreciate that. I gotta say, like, that whole situation, I want to say one thing. That whole situation made me learn one thing. It definitely made me see women a bit more humanized.
Women a bit more what?
Humanized.
Right.
Before, women were just like, they're like these cute dolls. But after, like, especially with this situation, I can now see them a bit more human. And when they're a bit human, it gets easier to talk to them.
But, right. Real talk. Because you realize they're not perfect like you thought. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You realize they have all these other issues and all this other shit. So it's like, man, why am I scared to talk to you? Like, this is crazy. You feel what I mean? But listen, bro, I appreciate the call, my dude. I'm about to get a few more of these calls in. All right?
Yeah, but hey, I appreciate your time.
That's what's up, man. I'm gonna holler at you, bro. All right, peace. Yeah, man. That's the thing, bro. I'm telling you guys. You can't take this shit seriously with these chicks, man. Just do what you do, and whenever it gets too ridiculous, you charge them to the game. Yo, what's going on? Who's this?
Yo, what's poppin'? It's Wiz.
What up? What's going on?
Yeah, I just called you like last week,
All right.
This topic is pretty similar to the previous call.
Mm-hmm.
You talked about the man's woman something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had the chick. I told you she was very invested. She, ride an hour to see me. That's pretty invested because it's a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Cab, bus, and stuff. Everything seemed to be cool, but I told her before the weekend, hey, let's get it popping on the cinema.
Right.
Be here. And she answered later. She told me, I can't make it tonight, but let's do it the next weekend because I always setting up meetings during the weekends.
Right.
Yeah. And she had this kiss emoji. I don't care, And the weekend came, and she didn't reach out, nor did I, because I can't do that, Yeah.
So wait, so let me wait again. So you said that y'all supposed to meet up on the weekend?
Yeah.
And you said to her, let's meet up on the weekend. Did you give her an exact date and time?
Yeah, I told her, let's meet up 8:00.
Okay. So you like, let's meet up 8:00 at where? At a bar or something like that?
No, at my city. We are 1 hour.
No, but this is what I'm saying. Where was she supposed to meet you at 8:00?
At my place, my city, in the cinema,
Okay, so y'all supposed to meet at the movies at 8:00.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm picking her up from the bus when she drops her,
Okay, and so Saturday came up, and and so did you confirm? Did you give her a text or anything and say, hey, we still on for tonight?
No, I didn't do that because I have seen her like 3 times already, and the last time I did it once. She
so you saying? Wait, hold on. So you saying this was the 4th time you're gonna be on a date with her?
Yeah.
Okay, and so you didn't smash or nothing yet?
Yeah, we smashed every.
Okay, and so you said, and so now you're saying that. So y'all smashed already. I've been out 3 times. And you were supposed to go to the movies on this Saturday, and so y'all supposed to meet up at 8. And so what happened? So did you go to the movie? Did you go to meet her there and she didn't show up?
No. She didn't. Last time she did like I told her, hey, let's meet up tonight.
Mm.
And she told me, no, I can't make. That was the second day.
Mm.
But let's take it next week. So she reached out. So, so I said, cool. So I expected her this time to reach out again, because I don't want to over pursue, like, again, because I know.
But see, this is the thing I don't understand with your situation, because you're saying you already hit it. You understand? You already went out like 3 times, and you was trying to hang out with her again, and now this time when y'all were hanging out, because what I'm not getting is, if you said let's meet at 8:00, what happened at 8:00? Like, did she text? Like, what happened? Because if you're supposed to meet her there, weren't you on your way there to meet her?
No. Let me get it clear now. We didn't. She just told me no. She can't. As I told you before, she just told me. I can't make it tonight, but we can look at it the next week. Okay, so
you're saying she hit you up and said she couldn't make it at 8:00.
Yeah, and I just answered, okay, no problem. I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
So I expected her to reach out, but she didn't do it, and I didn't want to do it too. I don't want to feel like I'm over pursuing her. Because she knows. She already knows.
Well, see, and this is the thing. You're in a situation where, it's at that point where you already hit it. You already hit it. She's, y'all went out a few times, and she may be at this point losing interest. You see what I'm saying? So if you're setting up the date and then she says, "Hey, I can't make it. Let's do it another time." But she doesn't really like set another time or whatever, or she doesn't say, "Hey, let's do it this day." She's just sort of like flaking. You feel what I mean? At that point,
she told me, "Let's do it next weekend. Can we do it next weekend?" That's where I told her. And
she didn't say like a date or time or nothing like that.
No, yes, next weekend.
That's it. So she just said next weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, just fall back from that. Don't even hit her up. If she wants to holler at you, let her hit you up, because she didn't give you because she flaked on you, right? And she's not giving you a specific date or time for the next time. She just said, let's do something next weekend. You understand? Yeah. And you already hit it. So you hit it. If she ain't gonna holler at you, just move on. Just keep that shit pushing. So I would say, don't call her again. Let her holler at you if she want to make something happen. And if she doesn't holler at you, then you just keep that shit pushing.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Another thing is about frame, For example, but before she was on the way, before she was going to take the bus, I told her, hey, take your gym bag. We're going to the gym when we're waking up. She told me then, no, can I take it next week, I promise. I don't know if it's frame or something, because she was on the way to me, but I just told her, hey, take your gym bag. We're going to the gym when we're waking up. She came that day and everything, but I didn't, take it. Nothing happened. But should I then tell her, hey, no, you are taking it, or we're not meeting? I don't know.
So you said that she was coming to spend the night at your house, and you told her to bring her gym clothes?
Yeah.
And she said she don't want to?
No, she said, I don't know, some excuse, and she promised to take it next time. We see.
Okay, but she came to your house.
Yeah, she came. We fucked and everything.
Okay. Well, the thing is, she probably could already been on her way. You know what I'm saying? But also, do you know that? Did she go to the gym?
No, I didn't go to the gym after alone. I, just dropped her to the bus so she drive home again.
No, I'm saying, does she actually go to the gym?
Yeah.
Okay,
does.
so she goes, so she works out.
Yeah.
Okay, so see, with that, to me, that's a red flag. Did she give? She didn't give you a reason as to why she didn't want to go there? She was just like, I don't want to do it. I'll do it next time.
Yeah, she gave me some reason. So she said, I promise next time I will take.
What was the reason? What was the reason?
I don't remember. So she said something. She's gonna train with her sister, I think. That thing.
Man, listen, don't take this chick serious. So this is the same chick that stood you up for the movie date?
Yeah.
Yeah, just dude, don't take her seriously. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
hit her up if you want to, you know, or right now don't even hit her up. But if she hits you back up, get together with her and just keep smashing. That's it.
Yeah.
That's
but
it.
How should I act on it? Because I don't know. Should I shake her and tell her, hey, it's not cool if you say something?
No, don't. You ain't got to. You ain't got to do all of that. You ain't got to do all that. At this point, y'all supposed to meet. She flaked on you. If she doesn't call you back, don't call her back. Just keep it moving. If she does call you back, bring her over the crib and be like, yo, let's just get it popping. Because one, she flaked on you, and two, she's not listening to what you're saying. You understand?
Yeah.
So you can't really take her seriously, right? Mm-hmm. So yeah, you can smash, but until you start to see that she can listen to instructions and actually she stops flaking or whatever, then you could take a little bit more seriously. At this point, you don't take it serious.
Yeah.
Okay?
So she's got a chance to make it up better in the future.
Right. And right now, don't even call her. Just let, do your thing.
No. I know.
If she call you, then you hit her up. If not, if she call you, hang out. If not, just keep that shit pushing. All right? All right, bro. I'm going to holler at you, man.
Yeah.
All right,
bye.
Peace. Yeah, man. You guys got to, tell you, can't take these chicks seriously, man. You got to see if they cooperate and if they following instructions, if they really doing what they need to do. Other than that, don't be taking them seriously. You see what I'm saying? That shit is crazy. Man. So it's popping in the chat room, people. Shit. Crazy. Man, I got to go over my girl house tonight. See what's good. So remember, guys, get the book, How to Have Sex 2 Women a Day. Ebook, hard copy, audiobook. Make sure you guys get that shit going. You feel what I'm saying? It's crazy. But yeah, man, you got to just look out to how these chicks be acting, man. What up, Mike 23? What's good, bro? Matthew Diallo was popping. Tyrone Wiley was going on. Man. You say you want to approach a girl in your class tomorrow and your mind is set, but when I see her, I don't approach. Bro, just go and approach, man. Just say what up, bro. Holla at us. He was good. Yo, what's going on?
Locario, what's good, homie?
What's popping? Who's this?
Chilling, man. I just want to say, first and foremost, man, a lot of stuff you be saying, a lot of stuff you be breaking down, man, be some real talk.
That's
like
what's up.
I was saying down there in the comments, I was saying, out of 4 years, you feel me, I've been listening to day culture, you feel me, like different ones. And for you, you know what I'm saying, you spit like, the way you, the game you give, you spit like some real logic. There's a lot of logic to it, because a lot of it be common sense, you know what I'm saying? Right.
Yeah, man, because you gotta get it, because the thing is, I go out there in the real world, man, and see what's popping with these chicks, man. It's crazy. So a lot of stuff that I learned is you see the patterns. You feel me? You see chicks doing the same shit, just in, it'd be different chicks doing the same type of things. It's crazy. You know what I mean? But what's good with you though?
I'm chilling, man. Like specifically for this subject and this topic, because you feel me? I don't be want to hit you up and you talking about something else, you know what I'm saying? I want to kind of like to stick to the topic.
Right.
But you were saying about the three different type of females. A lot of the things I learned, you feel me, is from fucking up. You feel me?
Right.
I did a lot of messing up. You feel me? I ran through a lot of chicks. I've been flicked on a lot of times. I done been stood up a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? You really helped me understand the real concept of what it means for females to only want attention. They crave that shit. You feel me?
Facts.
Yeah, they crave that shit. You know what I'm saying? And like I got this one female now, you know what I'm saying? Like you were saying about the toxic situations, about the third you were saying where they they jump from dude to dude, the last one you were saying. Like this one female, she we been talking and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? I know I ain't really trying to take it serious. So my goal is I'm just trying to hit her. I'm trying to smash, you feel me? And that's my only goal. Back then, babe, that was me back in the days, man, I would have been thinking about days, you feel me? I was taking anybody out, you feel me? But I had to realize, on chicks you just trying to smash, you ain't got to take them on no date, you feel me?
Exactly.
Now at this point, they pulling up. You if you ain't pulling up, man, I'm just trying to smash. You feel me? Lady, the chick ain't coming to my crib. You feel me? I ain't wasting no fucking gas. You gonna waste your gas, but we ain't doing nothing else. Cause when I spoke to her and I talked to her, see, this why you got to do your homework when you talk to females. A lot of dudes think that, oh, you shouldn't be worried about who she dealing with and what she doing. It's factual, you feel me? If you want to have something serious, if you even want to consider something serious with them, it's factual for you to do your homework on this female.
Right.
If this chick end up telling me, oh, I've been in a 10-year relationship, shit ain't going well right now, you feel me, with my ex. Gonna find out, she told me straight up, she lived with her boyfriend.
Damn.
So I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm like, hell no. I'm like, hell no, you at the door. You feel you out the door. Remind me, we had just started talking, you feel me? I'm like, oh, nah. Now I know for a fact you ain't got no time of the day, you feel me? So I play my cards, I'm trying to smash, you feel me? She steady coming to my crib on that bullshit, you feel me? Yeah, I ain't hit, but at the end of the day, I'm like, after these two or three times, I'm happy I ain't do shit with you. And you were saying something the other day about making the chicks feel special, you feel me? I ain't trying to do none of that shit, you feel me?
Right.
You already played it. Yeah, you showed me your hands, you feel me, at the end of the day. So, you feel me? I'm like, man, I don't want nothing but sex from you, you feel me? I don't want nothing but sex from you. So, at the end of the day, I ain't trying to be on that shit. Like the first one you were saying, you feel me? It was this female, you know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, it was my ex, you feel me? She was on some other shit. Basically, when you were saying, like, how they just be on some fairy tale shit, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
At first, at first, you feel me? I was fucking with her, you feel me? We was fucking with her. It took me some minute. It took me like, we was talking for like a year, you feel me? Like, that was not when I was on some group shit. I'm from Miami, so that means you on some corny shit, you feel me? So, yeah, I'm just on some corny shit talking to her, you feel me? I'm finding out she letting all type of niggas smash, you feel me? But ain't letting me smash. So, like, a year went by us talking, you feel me? Like, I finally was able to get her, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we went out on a date, you feel me? Like, we had went out, you feel me? After that, I was able to smash, you feel me? And when it came down, it came down to it, we was in a relationship, like you say. Chicks like that, they tend to get bored with shit like that because they were chasing that fantasy, you feel me?
Right, exactly. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, like, with those chicks, you can't take the shit seriously, man, because I swear, it's like, they have, again, they're caught up in societal programming, and then what happens is they get with in these relationships. You know how many women that try to fuck with me who have husbands and who got boyfriends? Like, I was smashing chicks in their fiance's bedroom, the bedroom they share with their fiance. You see what I'm saying? So they say they want that dude, but they get that dude and they take him for granted. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know.
As a matter of fact, what you said, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm out here getting shit popping. You feel me? I'm a young dude. I'm 26, man. So I'm going through it as if I knew all this shit gonna catch up to me, man. But I just hit another dude, you feel me, girlfriend, a couple weeks ago. You feel me? And I did this shit at my job. You feel me? We went to the job and did that shit. I called that to my job because fuck that. She don't get no special treatment, but still, like on the real, you feel me? She came to my job. Now, mind you, I be seeing the dude, her baby daddy or whatnot. And dude are like, you feel me, almost to the point that you can literally look this dude dead in the eyes, bro. Dead in the eyes, you feel me? And I'm sitting up here like, man, this shit don't even feel right. You know what I'm saying? Like, got a whole boyfriend, you feel me? It's some shit that you said that you kept in 100 that I thought was beautiful, man. That was beautiful. You was like, when the nice dudes fall for these chicks and they give in to everything these chicks say they want, that fairy tale shit, like you say, females are just caught up with the idea of that shit. That ain't really what it is.
Right.
They caught up with the idea of the fairy tale.
Right. That's the thing. They don't see. That's the crazy part. These chicks don't even want that shit. That's the part that I noticed. Because even in my relationships where I've had, and this is partly why I'm in an open relationship, because I already knew, I peeped this shit long time ago. I was like, these chicks don't want to be in no fucking monogamous relationship with one dude and then and on some together forever shit. That's the Disney fucking thing. But when it comes down to the real deal, when it's almost like this. It's like when a person gets what they want and then they get so used to it that they take the shit for granted, then it's like, well, I'm bored now. I want something new. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the same thing that happens with these women. And then see us as men, we say, damn, well, she seems like wifey type because, you know, all of these other girls out here are thoughts, and this one seems like she wants to actually have something, you know, a real relationship. So I should get with her if I'm trying to get a wifey. You end up getting with her. This chick gets bored with you because now you become the boring, predictable boyfriend, husband, or whatever. And then now she wants to fuck the other dude who, you understand what I'm saying? So these chicks, you know, you get with a chick like that and you're like, damn, like you end up taking her seriously, which is why you end up becoming her boyfriend or becoming her husband because you did take her seriously. And I'm saying, don't take her seriously. You see what I'm saying? Like, let her live in the fantasy.
See, dudes gotta learn. Dudes gonna have to understand. You feel me? Like I say, I learned most of what I learned by fucking up so many times.
Right.
If you continue to be naive, it was like this one video you were saying. I think it was like a live chat thing. You said, chicks, you feel me? If you think your chick is loyal to you 100%, you crazy.
Exactly,
because,
right.
Like you said, you say your women could be loyal to you, meaning she won't leave you. But if you think she's fully faithful, you bugging. You
Exactly. That's what, dude. That's what I'm saying. See, this is what, yo. What guys gotta understand, and not even just men, but women, people in general. This is what people in general gotta understand about relationships, right? People always talking about the one. You know, I'm looking for the one. And I said this before. The one is the person in the mirror. You are the one. You understand? And so, right. And so what you gotta do is you gotta find a chick, right? Because again, everyone's selfish. Men are selfish, women are selfish. So you have to find someone who matches your selfishness. Meaning that if you're trying to do A, B, and C, you got to find a girl who's willing to follow a man who's doing A, B, and C. Because her selfishness is her saying, I want a man who's doing A, B, and C. So if you're doing A, B, and C, you got to find a woman who actually wants a man who's doing A, B, and C. That's how relationships work. Other than that, it ain't gonna work. You feel what I'm saying? It ain't gonna work. You know?
See, I feel like a lot of dudes, you want girls, you want to get out and approach, you want to talk to girls, and I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you, man. Like,
right.
I done been through it. I done been through all types of different type of games. I done tried all type of shit. I done tried the games where I done had a lot of money. I tried to get fresh every week. Yeah, I was getting girls, but the shit didn't last. I did a lot of shit where, you feel me, I was trying to do these strategies and shit, you feel me, I did that, the shit didn't last. The only shit that was ever really working for me is when I was doing shit for myself, you feel me, it's when I was thinking about myself, and when I was following my own lead and trying to get these females to follow me. That's the only thing that works. You, at the end of the day, is the only thing that's going to work, you feel me? That's the only, and not trying to throw shade to other people, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people say confidence is bullshit. See, a lot of niggas don't understand when you say the truth is inside you. You know what I'm saying? That shit means that you are the prize. The truth is inside you.
Exactly.
So when you got that confidence, when you approaching a female, you're going to go up to them. Even when they reject you, you're going to be like, that shit don't bother me. Because at the end of the day, I'm still that nigga. I'm that guy at the end of the day.
Right,
I'm still me, because at the end of the day, I worked on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I forgot my train of thought. Because you be spending some real games. You spend a lot.
No, that's that real shit, man. That's that real shit. Because look, man, people gotta understand. You know, especially for us men out here, man. You gotta really understand your value and how important you are in this situation. This is why whenever a woman's acting funny or whenever she's acting up or doing some stupid shit, what most guys do is they'll be like, oh, well, you know, what did I do wrong? And I got to get her back and I want to get my ex back and I love her and I miss. Listen, you got to understand that you're valuable, so she wants to actually be there. She wants to be with you. So if she doesn't want to be with you or she doesn't recognize the value, that's on her. You feel what I'm saying? That's on her. That's on her. Because you got to understand, like, because I look, when I deal with chicks, I look at it that way where I'm dealing with her, and if she's acting up or she's not acting right or she's being like standoffish or she's flaking and all that other stuff, I don't look at it as like, oh damn, like that's fucked up and I'm so upset and I'm so sad because I really like this girl and blah, 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 and all this other stuff. I'm looking at it like, oh, well, that's on her, because I already know what I bring to the table. I already know how valuable I am to this whole situation. So when I even deal with a woman, right? The thing is this, is that when I'm dealing with a chick, I'm looking at it as I'm looking to see if the girl fits in with whatever I'm trying to do. And if she's not fitting in with whatever I'm trying to do, it don't matter. So a girl who's fitting in with whatever I'm trying to do is a girl who's down for me, right? So if she's not down for me, if she don't want to fuck with me, if she don't want to be with me, if she don't want to see me, that means she ain't down for me. Therefore, I have nothing to say to her. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we're done.
It was a situation, and one last thing, you feel me? Then I'm gonna let you go. When you say the shit about the attention whore, and the other subject you say about, you said something the other day that was powerful. You say be the dude that she's sexually attracted to. It was this female, you feel me, at school. You feel me? I haven't graduated since then. It was a female. She had and this is another thing when you say the three girls, the girls in the middle, the girls at the top that's really attractive, and the girls that's at the bottom. And I was in school, and I used to hang out with this dude, and it was this female. You know what I'm saying? Like, she had one of the fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? Her attraction was so high for him that she got my number to get his number. You feel me?
Exactly. That's what happens. I've seen that happen before. I've seen that happen before. I had the same shit. I was working in a gym, and this chick hollered at my friend to tell him to holler at another dude. This shit was crazy. I was like, that's hilarious. You know what I'm saying?
It's like with this dude, she when she texts me, now the chick like bad. You feel me? And I mind you, to him, she like a fucking 5. So I'm like, nigga, you bugging? Like, you feel me? When she hit me up, I'm like, she wanna, yeah, so she hit me up out the blue, you feel me, but come to find out she trying to fuck with him.
Right.
But, you feel me, the shit lingered on, but like, that whole time, I'm telling him, like, man, shit, sound like to me, she just wanna fuck, bro. But I'm telling him, like, you feel me, he like, man, nah, she ain't my type, she skinny as fuck. And I'm like, damn, like, you feel me, and I mind you, as he's like it happened for like 2 weeks. He's like constantly rejecting her, and she's still coming back, like trying to fuck with him.
Right.
So I'm like, God, yeah, I'm observing the game. See, he don't know what's going on by me studying this shit. You feel me? I'm seeing what's going on. You feel me?
Right,
So,
that right there is smart. That's what a lot of guys got to do. You got to see and observe what's happening, not only to you, with you, but also other things happening around you. You feel what I'm saying? You got to learn from other things that's going on where you see something happening where another guy is fucking with another girl, and you see that she's treating him this way or this is happening that way, so that you can learn. You feel what I'm saying? And then you start seeing those patterns. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and to continue on, like a few months later, we had graduated or whatnot. You feel me? So after graduation, you know, we all graduate. We don't see each other. We in school no more. So she like every 3 weeks, she checking up. She hitting me up, checking up on me. I'm like, oh yeah, like damn. But I'm just brushing it off, thinking she finna like trying to, you know, get me to lace him up.
Right.
So she hitting me up. You feel me? So I'm in my car one night chilling. You feel me? Just vibing. And out of nowhere, she like, oh, I gotta ask you a question. So I'm like, man, I ain't on no sucker ass shit. We just trying to get advice from the nigga, like I'm gonna be the gay male boyfriend.
Right.
Like, shit. And so basically, she like, what if you friends with a dude, but you don't want to tell him because you don't want to mess up the friendship? I'm like, fuck it, I'll just get it up. But I say, shit. Either you tell him or you gonna spend the next 10 years being friends.
Right.
She like, since you said that, what's up with you? I'm like, shit. Now she wanna fuck with me. You feel me?
Right.
So I'm trying to get straight to the punch. You feel me? I'm like, man, I'm trying to bust this shit down. So long story short, one night, you feel me? Like she hit me up. You feel me? And then she brought up the shit with the dude. I say, man, keep it 1,000, man. The way you was coming on to him, you wanted to fuck dude, huh? She was like, yeah, I just wanted to fuck him. So I'm like, shit. So how you feeling about a nigga? Shit, what you? Damn, you got that initial attraction. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? That you just want to fuck a nigga. She like, I like you. He's straight. I like him for his look, but I like you, you know, based on your personality. I'm like, nah, fuck that. First of all, I started knowing that because I'm like, first of all, you charged. Because if you ain't sexually attracted to me, You feel me? I'm trying to be that nigga that you sexually attracted to.
Right, exactly.
Not just a nigga that you trying to make your boyfriend. I ain't falling for that game, so you charge. Fuck that.
Right, exactly. Right, real talk. See,
Yeah.
and that's how you got to do it, man. That's exactly how you got to do it. See, look, the more you know about this shit, the less time you're gonna fucking waste your time, waste your energy dealing with a whole bunch of goofy shit, because these girls, they're gonna act and be how they're gonna be based off of how you coming at them and how you allow them to interact with you. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what it is.
Yeah, it's like dudes get caught up and hung up, but they don't realize. Well, we don't realize. I ain't gonna tell myself apart because that was me too. Like, you don't realize we waste so much time on unnecessary shit when there's a whole, like you said, there's a whole abundance out there. There's a whole lot of females out there, and constantly I'm getting females wanting to holler at me. You feel me? I done got females saying, how you in my inbox saying, how you feel if I wanted to fuck you? And I'm telling them, come get it. You feel me? It's just simple as that. But instead of wasting your time with females, oh damn, she's so bad, man. See, that's what a lot of us thinking, like, damn, man, she seemed like the girlfriend. Like,
Right.
Good and shit like that. You feel me? You trying to get your nut off? You feel me? You feel me? I rather get my nut off. You feel me? And I ain't saying, you feel me? My standards are love. You know what I'm saying? Mine done went up since then. I talk to like good quality girls, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I rather bust a nut, you feel me, in the condom on a 5, you feel me, and I'm fucking a 5, then sit up there and waste my time with a 10. That ain't giving me no pussy at all.
Right, exactly.
I won't do it.
No, it's crazy though, man. It's crazy, but that's what I'm saying, man. Like, yo, dudes gotta really, really get involved in this game so that they really see what's going on. This is what I'm saying. Like, see, a lot of times I can tell when cats don't really understand the game because they're not out there. Once you get out, because like you say, you have those experiences. The stuff that you saying is because when you experience it, you internalize what's going on, and it makes you understand things more. And then it makes you better prepared for when you're dealing with other women. You see what I'm saying? And then it makes everything flow better in the long run. You see what I'm saying? So
a quick side note. You say it was a video you was doing where it was like, you really don't need dating coaches to do it. You don't.
Right.
But for the past 4 years, what dating coaches did for me is help me understand the shit that I was lacking. You feel me? It's just like that saying, you feel me? Dating coaches done made mistakes. You feel me? We all done made mistakes. So it's like, I heard one, and I don't know if you're watching the Breakfast Club, Charlamagne said all the time, he say, a smart person learn from their own mistakes, but a wise person learn from other people's mistakes.
Right.
You learn from other people's mistakes. You feel me? So they've been there and done that already. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
They coaches, they get you far along in the game. Because I read books. Niggas ain't reading books. Your average dude out there, unless it's your friend, whoever y'all listen, your friend, he ain't reading books. He ain't studying the game how you studying the game.
Right. Yeah. Facts. Real talk, man. But yo, man, I appreciate the call, my dude. You feel me? You spitting facts, bro. All right? I'm gonna let you know, all right?
It was good talking to you, man.
That's what's up, bro. All right, peace. Later. All right, people, it is about that time. I gotta get up out of here and all that shit. So yeah, man. But listen, let me turn off the Skype joint real quick. But yo, listen, I appreciate everybody tuning in. I'm gonna do another one on probably maybe tomorrow but definitely Friday. You feel what I'm saying? Definitely do another one Friday because Friday is the usual time. Johnny Quest, what up, bro? You came mad late, son. But remember, get How to Have Sex 2 Women a Day ebook, hard copy, audiobook. Make sure you guys get this book. Comes with 2 bonus programs, the Confidence Booster and the Conversation Booster. Make sure you guys get that. You feel me? Shout out to everybody in the chat room. Louise, shout out to you. Johnny, shout out to you. Unique, 79, Enemies Defeated, Ultra Gold Coin, Nathan Wong, Kabar, Johnny, who else is up in here? Ellie Empire, Kay Zagan, shout out to you. Jermaine Jones and Dre the Great, thank you guys for moderating. VP Films, Beast of East was good. Mike 23, Matt Nato, who else? Leroy Clark. Who else is up in here? Meeks a Million, shout out to you. Brandon F. Who else? Sticky E, Itakuma, Minor San, shout out to you. Who else? Zach Ali, Yao Don, Moving in Silence, shout out to you for moderating all that. Who else? Cool Chris from St. Louis, Style Prince. Man, there's a lot of y'all people up in here, man. But yo, I will see you guys on either tomorrow, but definitely Friday, all right? So you guys have a good rest of your day, and I will talk to you guys soon. And remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone.